All right, let's get to the nuts and bolts first, just in terms of the lineup. Based on who's leaving when, looks like Tyrati and Jujar are both going to be able to play. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Up front?
both are in, and then Petrovic is in. Our third pair is Petrovic and Gravel.
So Manning's going to be out, and
Yeah.
Brodziak stays out front?
Yeah, Brodziak's too.
Just a thought on this opportunity. Oilers have played, certainly under your guys here over the last few weeks, better on the road than you have at home. Is there any theory to why that's gone on here? And it's obviously a big challenge tonight against Pittsburgh.
I don't know. We were just talking. We have an A game and then we have a D game, and we don't have a B or C game. But our A game, for whatever reason, we have played very, very well on the road. We've played with a real high level of intensity and directness, and I don't know. None of us, even the players, can figure it out. But we're going to need it tonight. We're going to need it on these three games. These are kind of three teams that can really score, and we're going to have to make sure we take care of the puck in a proper way.
Coach, you won't have to game plan against him tonight, but over the years from a distance, what have you seen in Evgeny Malkin's game relative to some of the other high-end talents that you've coached in your career?
Well, for me, Malkin is the guy that if you make a puck error, he seems to be the guy that jumps on it all the time, especially in the neutral zone. And you can almost feel it coming when you bobble a puck or you don't execute properly. He has anticipation that's elite, and you get more nervous as the game goes on because you feel like he's just lurking all the time. And if you just bobble one, you make a DDD pass, it doesn't work, he's always the guy that seems to jump on the darn puck. And the 1-2 punch, it's been hard to catch your breath. Like it's you have a matchup problem. We're a little bit happy that he got one to miss tonight, but it's a hard matchup for us, for anybody right now, especially when we've decided to load up with our two guys on one line. It would have been a hard matchup.
Connor's like coming up behind Sid. He's a generational guy, all those things. What are the things that he might learn from Sid Crosby, the elements of the game, the elements of being one of the league's superstars? What are the things you think that he could watch for?
Sid thinks at a level when the other team has a puck that's above anybody in the league. So when you have the puck, all you got to do is go look at the first three scoring chances in the Philadelphia game. He created those scoring chances three different ways, and every time Pittsburgh defenseman had the puck. And his anticipation when the opposition has the puck is so high that he knows where it's going ahead of time, and can pick off passes, can make you make errors. He knows he anticipates what the next play is going to be, and he puts his stick in that lane, or he gets the puck himself, he creates the turnover, and then he also knows where people are located on the ice to turn that turnover into a scoring chance. And you look at the first two chances that Gensel got in the game in Philadelphia, players don't do those things like he does. Second part for me, which is really unique, is if you go and look at the end of the hockey game in Philadelphia, it's a 6-on-4 power play. And he froze a really good player on the half wall with his stick and body positioning for 15 seconds to kill the power play. And he doesn't go out and kill penalties all the time. He's not there all the time, but his thinking on the ice when the other team has the puck is so elite that he knows when to pick it off, when to freeze people. And to me, at the end of the game, what he did body positioning wise, like, that's an elite player that can do that. Not many people do it.
A learned skill, or do you have to just have that in your DNA?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen him obviously do it at the Olympic level and stuff like that, but I don't know. I've never really talked to him about that, how they think. Like, Connor has that in him too. Like, Connor sniffs out danger offensively. Sid thinks it defensively too. He's got both going, and that's where Connor's going to get to. But to me, I've never asked him, but to me, to be that smart when the opposition has the puck every time, like once in a while you can see it happen, but it's happening all the time with him, and it's a very unique talent.
To that point, it's one thing when you coach against somebody like that, but when you first had the chance to coach him, with the Olympics. What jumped out at you that you thought you knew about Sid Crosby that maybe you didn't once you got to spend some time with him?
Well, two things for me. First, at practice, when we were at practice, there were times when we were working with the Olympic team where we'd go, well, what the hell is he doing? Like, where's he going? And he was practicing skill set or designate plays that weren't connected to the drill we were doing. And you were wondering why he was doing it, and then you see it pop up in the game. That was the first thing. And the second part for me was the bigger the game, the more he was a factor every shift. And that was, as the games got better, he just got to a higher level that no one else could obtain. And, to do it once in a while is okay, but then to do it every time it's a big game is pretty special.
One last thing about Petrovic playing, is that because you want a righty-lefty and then the two lefties didn't
No,
work
it's
so well?
because he's looked so good at practice, we want to see what he looks like. Like he struggled when he first came here. He was jittery, and he's calmed down, and he looks like a good player right now. So, okay.